Hello everyone, Argsy here. Welcome back to Spectacle Island. We are on our way down to the store. Seeing we now have some money, we are going to go spend it, which is always a good thing to do. But we've got lots lined up today. We need to get in and plough those two fields that had the corn in them. We are going to go over and plant our new field, field 4. And we may even look at getting the truck up and going. Now that we've got some money, we should be able to buy the parts we need. So we'll get down to the store, have a chat to the guys down there. Our hired help for today, they are going to meet us down there as well. They were coming in on a boat from the mainland, so hopefully we will see them down there. So catch up with you down at the shop. So we've just arrived down here at the shop, and waiting to meet us in here is our helper today. Welcome along, Aaron. Aaron Henrik Ross left me a message and saying he'd be happy to bring over his John Deere 100 chisel to help in those two fields. It only needs 150 horsepower to pull. Loves ploughing. His only problem is his tractor's down at the moment. So Aaron is here and has offered that. Now we are still going to buy a plough. I know we had the wonderful offer, and thank you, Aaron, but to be fair, it was a bit hard for you to bring it over on the boat. There wasn't too much luggage space. And we're going to need a plough for more than just these two fields. So let's take a quick look at what we're going to buy. So just in here in the ploughed section, obviously there is the John Deere chisel, 3.7 metre wide. Actually only needs 130 horsepower to pull, which is even better than what Aaron had indicated. But we're not actually going to buy that. We've got a couple of other options. The chisel ploughs there. We've got the 6 metre subsoilers and the 6 metre plough there. But if we actually pop back over into the subsoiler section, we are looking at the Valentini Ripper, which is right here. 4.5 metres wide, only requires 90 horsepower, so it's wider and less power demand than the John Deere is. Obviously costs a little bit more at $15,000, but I think for us that is going to be a pretty good deal. So that's what we're going to look to buy. Before we do that, we're just going to go have a look to make sure we can afford the planter that we wanted to get as well. So I'm just going to take a quick look here in the classifieds just to make sure there's no other options. We do have the Kverneland Accord 6 metre wide planter there, only 10 grand or 10.5 grand. The one downside to it is it doesn't apply fertilizer. It is a planter only. You can see down there, just shows the seeds. And I'd really like to get one that does fertilizing as well. So if we come over and have a look in the seeders, right through the end here, we've got a couple of other options. The Amazons, again, decent price for the width, but still planting only. But if we come over here, we've got this international seed drill, $8,000, 3.6 meters wide, but does have the benefit there of applying fertilizer as well as the seed. So I think with that and the plow, we're going to be looking pretty good. So I'm going to buy that there. I'm hoping we can hook this up to the trailer hitch and put the plow on the 3-point and have it sitting above it and take them both back at the same time. That's purchased. We'll hop back over and get the subsoiler. And there we go, $15,000. So that sticks with our green theme as well. So that's all purchased. Now, unfortunately, I think I'd been quoted 5 grand for the parts for the truck. So we're not quite there. We're oh so close. However, not today, or at least not in this trip. We may have to come back down. But Aaron's going to hop on the tractor with me. We're going to head back up onto the boat, get our equipment all hooked up, and then we'll head down to the farm. We'll just get backed up in here. Aaron will help us get it hooked up. If I back in a little bit straighter and actually get it near the 3-point links. There we go. Since that all hooked up, we'll try now and see if we're going to be able to get this backed in. I'm a little bit worried that we're not going to have enough clearance to get this hooked up quite how I want it. So we'll just have to thread that through there, and let's see if we can get that connected now. Well, there we go. We have got it attached. Just see if we can turn without hitting too many of those splines. It looks like all those rippers. It looks like we're going to be okay. So we'll let Aaron hop back in, and we'll head off down to the farm. We've made it back here to the farm. Aaron's just got us unhooked from the drill there, so we've got that parked up, ready to go. Now I did make one realization I'm not going to be able to start planting until we've got this tractor free, because it does not have the bent does not have the power to pull that planter. It needs 70 horsepower, we've got 48. If I just jump in here very quickly, I just wanted to quickly check that this ripple is going to work in here, which it is. We're getting the plowed texture, which is good to see. So we should be able to get Aaron all set up and ripping away in here, getting this field started. We'll just leave that there and get him over here and get him underway. So there he goes, Aaron is underway with the ripper, which seems to be doing a pretty good job. Now one thing I did notice, it does actually have a 3-point hitch on the back, so we could even in the future, may even be able to see if we can pull the planter behind it, hooked up to it. I can't remember how wide the planter was, whether it was the right width to be able to run at the same width as the ripper is. So that's something we could think about too in the future. But we're just going to leave him running there. I'm going to go spend a few minutes over tidying up some of the animals. I think the chickens need a bit of a clean up, and making sure we've got some seed. Get the seed plant up and running, making sure that that is going to have enough. And then I might just shoot over and load up a couple of loads of logs and run those down to the sell point. So you can hear and obviously see there that we've got the seed all topped up and getting some more seed made, which will be good because we do only have whatever's in this, which is only 176 litres, which is not going to last us very long. I've got the log fork there on the front of the loader and our little log trailer on the back here. I think I'll head down and we'll see if we can get a couple of loads of logs down into the sell point and just start clearing up some of that area up there just a little bit more. And while we're doing that, we're just obviously going to leave Aaron going here, and might even find some time to send the drone over and take a few aerial shots and a bit of footage of him for a montage. But just capturing my attention, he's back. Wonderful to see you in FS22. Alright, well, we're going to leave him there, and hopefully he moves out of the way before the plough gets over here. Right, let's go and get some logs moved. So we've come over here, we've got the loader and the trailer there unhooked, so I'm just going to have to figure out some lengths we want to cut here. They're a little bit all over the place, these logs, not quite lined up as nicely as I would have liked. But that's alright, we'll sort that out very, very soon. Now, just had a little warning pop up there. The Deutz needs fuel, and that was something else we were going to try and take care of, was to pick up a fuel tank. Something that we can get fuel delivered to and buy straight from here on the farm. So I might have to, hopefully, Aaron's going to have enough fuel left to do that field, and we'll be able to get that sorted out. But we'll wait and see, and have to get some logs sold before we can afford that, I think. So let's get cracking on this, or we're going to run out of time. But as I was saying, I think if we just pick a length, I'm going to go for about there. Don't know if that cut right through. I think it cut the one beyond this one. There we go. We'll cut that one there and possibly cut this other big one here. And we will go and jump into the wheel loader and see how close we were to getting the length correct. There we go. First of these logs we were going to put into here. We'll just lower that down, drop it off into the trailer. Probably actually have been a touch longer with that if I wanted to. But that should be okay for now. Just going to be a little bit difficult to get these loaded up and nice and tight in there without having a tractor on the front of the trailer. So we're just going to be a little bit careful doing this. But we'll just carry on. We've got another one here to load up, and we do have that piece I thought we'd cut. We might be able to get that positioned and overhanging on the rear of the trailer. Oh, we've lost it. Never mind. Right, let's carry on getting some of these loaded up so we can get them sold. So we've got our first load here in the trailer. It's not too bad. I've hardly made a dent in those logs though. But we'll run this down, and obviously we're only going to do this for a couple of loads just while Aaron was getting those fields ploughed. So by the time we check back in, he'll probably finish that first field and moving on to the second. So we've made it down here to the sawmill. Just head in to the sell point, or the trigger over here, and get rid of those. $4,355, which is good. That is just about enough on its own to pay for the parts for the truck. So by the time we've got another load or maybe two done, we will be looking pretty good. So we will head back up and carry on, and obviously get Aaron moved over into the next paddock when he is ready to. And Aaron is just finishing up the first field here. That was very speedy, much quicker with this ripper than it would have been if we were using the other one. So that's good. Right, we'll get him moved over into the other field, and we'll carry on with getting our logs delivered down to the sell point. And there we go, underway in field number 2. So we'll leave him going here, and like I said, get back to selling some more logs. So we've just got Aaron moved over. He is into field number 2 now, which is good. I'm just getting my measuring stick, yardstick, whatever you want to call it, there. And I'm just going to carry on cutting these. I reckon we should be able to get 2 more loads done while he is over there ploughing. So we'll leave him going, and we will just get straight into this and get these all done and down to the sell point. If we can make another $8,000 or so, we'll be looking pretty good. I'll be pretty happy. Then it will be time to make a start on getting some crops planted. And this is our third load down here. I think we got just over $4,100 or so for the last one. You would have seen, I would have shown that being sold to you, but we'll just go in here and get this one sold, and I think we can't be too far away. 4,900. 17 grand now, that's good. But we can't be too far away from getting that field finished ploughed, so I think we'll make that do for logs for now. We've made a tidy little bit of money, enough to be able to get that trailer, or truck, sorry, all fixed up. And also, get back to the yard, I'm going to put in a diesel tank. Because I do know the Deutz is running low on gas, so we would want to fuel that up. We'll head back up to the yard and sort that out. And there we go, it does look like Aaron has all finished with the ploughing. So he has done a fantastic looking job there. Just while we're just driving past, I'm just going to bring up the map though. I think, there we go, both of these fields need some lime put onto it, which I wasn't expecting to have to do, so that may be our next task. I obviously want to get started on planting in field number 4, but what I might do before we do the lime, I may actually, now we've got a little bit of extra money, send Aaron down to the shop to pick up the parts for the truck, because that would be pretty cool to get those put in and up and running before the end of the episode. He is standing over there patiently waiting next to the Deutz. We're also going to have to get the diesel tank I was mentioning before. I think where the best place to put it be. Possibly even right here where I'm about to park this trailer. So we'll sort that out in just a minute. And park this somewhere else. Back in here by this tree will do for now. Here we go. Alright. get that disconnected, and we'll go over and have a chat to Aaron. Alright, so there goes Aaron. He's got the trailer on and the pallet forks on the front of the loader there. He's going to head down to the shop and go and pick up our parts for the trailer. I've also going to get him to get a new bucket. We've kept this one, but we're going to actually pick up a high tip bucket because as we've had problems before tipping the silage out into the hire trailer over there. Figured we might as well upgrade that while we've got the money. And our third thing, while we're talking about money, let's go and put a diesel tank in. Now, two options. One, we put it right here, or the other option would be to put it up somewhere up in here. I don't think we want to do it on the other side. I think we want to keep it close to the shed. I think we'll see about putting it just here. Now, this trailer doesn't have to be parked there. We're still going to have enough width through there, I think. We haven't struggled with that park there at all, so let's take a look and see what we've got. So we've got a selection of diesel tanks here. We can go for an older rusted one, which is only $800. I quite like the galvanized one there. We could even go green to match the theme of the rest of the farm. Red, yellow, blue. I think we'll just stick with the good old galvanized. We'll just have a look and see how this is going to fit here next to where we were thinking about putting it. There we go, it's pretty unobtrusive. Get the angle set up right and get it back as close to the shed as we can. Fire it down just a touch. Right, let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good to me. Right hard up against the shed. Easy to access. Even come with a concrete pad. I might landscape that out just so we keep it consistent with the dirt texture we've got everywhere else. But that's looking pretty good. In fact, I might put stones down under it just in case we get any diesel spills. Might be a little bit better than going straight onto the soil. So we'll go and grab the doits and get this topped up, get the seeder or planter attached, and we will then be ready to be able to go and look at getting some planting done. So we get to test it straight out. I'm assuming if we pull up there next to it, we have an option to put diesel in. And that is going in just as easy as you would like. Just see how much it's going to cost us to fill this tank up. It's not too big a tank. $272. Not too bad at all. Right, backed up over here, and we'll get this all hooked up. Now we're going to have to back in and get the seed and fertilizer into it because we've taken our wheel loader. We don't have anything to lift them in with. See, we're out, we got backed in, we've got that 176 litres of seed. We'll have to get another pallet of seed, bag of seed out of the seed mixer. And then if we've backed up in there, there we go, we're getting the fertiliser we do have all topped up. So that's all worked pretty well. So we'll go and sort out this other bit of seed, and then we'll be able to head down to field number 4 and make a start on planting. And there we go, we've got another pallet there spawned. In fact, we're just going to use it all up, is it? Just about 1,000 litres in seed capacity, which is pretty good. Right, let us now head on down to field number 4. Got our canola selected, and we'll be able to crack into planting into there. It'll be good to see how this seed drill goes. Alright, so we're just getting over here into field number 4. Our money has plummeted dramatically again, so I can only assume Aaron has been down and purchased what he was told to. But now we're in the field, let's give this a go and see how it works. There we go, we've got seed going into the ground. And we are using up fertilizer. So if we just stop there and just take a quick look at the map. Here we go, we can see our trail of canola, and we probably actually won't use much fertilizer, of course, because this field's already been fully fertilized, but you can see the spots where we cut out some of the shrubs rather than mowed grass. You can see that they've gone a lighter blue, so we're infilling those, which is what we need to do. I'm just going to carry on, and hopefully by the time we've done this, we should see Aaron back here at the farm, and he'll be able to take on doing the lime spreading in the other 2 fields. we are on our last couple of passes. This has been so much faster than if we were having to do it with the old seed box on the Fent. So as good as that was for the first few fields and getting us started, this has been a fantastic upgrade. Made things much quicker. We've even managed to get through it all and use up pretty much every last piece of fertiliser. Like I said before, you can see the dark patches across the field where we've infilled where there was shrubs or grasses or tree trunks or something like that when we cleared the land. That there is done. So I must say I am very impressed with the difference that is going to make to the efficiencies of our farm here. So I'm going to head back up to the yard. I'm assuming Aaron is going to be back there. We will go and see, and we can get him set up on the lime spreading, and we might tinker with the truck for a little bit, see how we go. So just pulling back in here, and indeed Aaron has returned. Looks like he's getting, oh, the bucket slipped off there. In fact, it's still sliding off. Not quite sure what's going on with that, whether it was a little bit loose and when he's undone a strap or something like that, it's slid off. I'm pleased that he managed to get it back here all safely. Been a bit of a disaster. A little bit like my backing is right now. Don't want to put this in the way. In fact, we probably need to get it in undercover somewhere. We'll just leave that sitting there for now, and we'll go over and figure out what we're going to do here, because that bucket's massive. I wonder if I got too big a one. We'll see. We will see. Right. Compare it to the size of the other one. Now let's get this all tidied up and sorted out, and in fact we'll get the Fent up and going and get Aaron off spreading some lime first. I think that will be a better use of our times. And there he goes, he is off. That is not going to take him very long to do that field at all, and then he'll be over into the other one. That'll be good to get that all done. Right, while he's doing that, let's go and see if we can sort this bucket out and get this other equipment here off the back so we can go and get the truck up and going. Alright, there we go, we've put the parts down there beside the truck. Now if we just get the the pallet forks here attached, we will be able to go and pick this bucket up. Go and leave them there. It's getting a little bit untidy there with all our front loader attachments. We need to have a bit of a tidy up there. Let's go and see about getting this all hooked up and be sure it all works. Alright, rather large, but it does. We hook it up like that, it does tip. So that should avoid the issues we have trying to tip silage etc. into the big trailer. Should make that work a whole lot better. Alright, let's while Aaron's out there doing that, let's go and see if we can get this truck all sorted out. Alright, I think we're done. Let's give this a whirl. I think I've done everything correctly. I know the engine will start. The test will be when we try and put it into gear. So let's go backwards. Oh, we're moving. It's worked. The truck's going. Look at this. Oh, this is marvellous. Aaron must be, here he is. Oh, he's going to be surprised to see this. All up and going. Let's just check the tip. Oh, the tip bed works as well. Oh, this is fantastic. Look at this. Right. Well, I'm pretty excited right now. We've got the truck finally. It's taken us, what, 24, 25 episodes? But we're finally making some progress. I'm going to try and hook it up to this trailer here. sure it's going to work with that, because next time we're looking to try and get some silage sold. Okay, that works. Do we have a brake line? Yeah, we do too. All hooked up. We're off. Oh, this is going to be a big game changer for us. Alright, let's go ahead and have a chat to Aaron. Well, what do you think? It's going. Finally. We've got our truck going. I'm very excited. In fact, while we're parked here, I'm going to have to give it a wash. We're also going to get the bigger sides on the back there for some silage. But we're going to start losing some light. It's 10 past 4. We've done a mountain of work today. Thank you very much for helping, Aaron. It's great to get those 2 fields ploughed and some lime spread on them. We weren't expecting to have to do that. Also, fantastic to get some canola planted and a few logs sold to cover the costs of everything, which brought us to this point, having the truck. So, next time we will be certainly making use of this, selling some silage, getting that done. We'll be trying to get these 2 fields planted as well, and then we will just have to wait and see where we're up to, possibly some work with the animals too. But thank you, Aaron, for your help today. It's been great to have you here, and we will get your name up there, episode 26. Everyone watching, please, if you want to be my helper next week, make sure you leave a comment down below, and I will choose one of you to come along and give me a hand. But for now, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that episode of Spectacle Island, and I will catch you in the next one.